How does a promising NFL star, with a bright future ahead of him, find himself at the center of multiple murder investigations? This is the tragic, shocking story of Aaron Hernandez. Aaron Hernandez was born in Bristol, Connecticut in 1989. From a younger age, his athletic talent was obvious. He excelled in multiple sports, but found his true calling on the football field. His dad, Dennis Hernandez, a former standout athlete himself with UConn, played a significant role in shaping Aaron's athletic journey. Hernandez went to Bristol Central High School, where he gained fame as a football player. He initially planned to join his brother DJ at the University of Connecticut, but his plans changed when his father passed away. Instead, Hernandez decided to visit the University of Florida, attracted to their impressive football program, as the Gators were the top team at the time. Playing for them was the highest level of college football he could achieve. Hernandez played a crucial role in the Gators' 2008 BCS National Championship winning team as a talented tight end, given his combination of size, speed, and skill. In 2010, Hernandez was chosen by the New England Patriots in the 4th round of the draft. Aaron's character raised some concerns among NFL teams, leading them to hire private investigators for behavioral analysis. His maturity score was the lowest possible, and there were failed drug tests that came to light. He was clearly operating on the edge. Despite concerns about his behavior off the field, he quickly established himself as a key player in the Patriots' offense, alongside Rob Gronkowski. With the Patriots, Hernandez signed a $40 million contract extension in 2012 and went to the Super Bowl. It was a dream come true for him.
Yeah, it's an honor, and I couldn't have asked for my life to be better at this point. And my life is pretty good, and thank God for that.
However, beneath the surface, troubling events were unfolding. Just a month before that, Aaron was involved in a double murder, witnessed by his friend, Alexander Bradley. Aaron's relationship with Alexander began with Alexander providing him marijuana, eventually evolving into a friendship. Alexander also illegally purchased guns for Aaron. One night, after a minor altercation at a club over a spilled drink, Alexander tried to defuse the situation by leaving with Aaron. Later on that same night, they encountered the same individuals at a traffic light. Aaron rolled down the window and shot Daniel De Abreu and Safiro Furtado, 2 immigrants with clean records who worked as office cleaners. The senseless murders left no suspects or evidence, apart from the car captured on surveillance camera. Alexander was the only witness to the shooting, yet he continued to hang out with Aaron despite the incident. Aaron's paranoia and fear of being caught kept haunting him. One night, while driving with Alexander in the passenger seat, Aaron stopped the car, shot Alexander, and left him to die on the street. Miraculously, Alexander was taken to a hospital and survived. Alexander didn't reveal Aaron's identity to the police. He was seeking revenge instead. Aaron, scared of Alexander's retaliation, installed cameras, bought weapons, and got an armored car. He also started hanging out with 2 individuals who were a means to an end, which was protect me. Ernest Wallace and Carlos Ortiz became key figures in the next crime. In June 2013, a jogger found the body of Odin Lloyd, shot 6 times in a deserted industrial park near Hernandez's home in North Attleboro, Massachusetts. Odin was a semi-professional football player. He was dating Shanae, the sister of Shayana Jenkins, Hernandez's fiancée and mother of his daughter. The connection to Hernandez was immediately apparent and shocking. The discovery of a body in North Attleboro has taken a surprise turn. Investigators quickly focused on Hernandez. At his penthouses, surveillance cameras were tampered with. His cell phone was destroyed, and a mountain of physical evidence that linked him to the crime was discovered. On June 26, 2013, Hernandez was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. The arrest caused a stir in the sports world. On the night Odin Lloyd was killed, he was in a car with Ernest Wallace, Carlos Ortiz, and Aaron Hernandez. Wallace and Ortiz were crucial to the investigation, believed to have assisted Hernandez in the events surrounding Lloyd's death. Another key figure was Tanya Singleton, Hernandez's cousin and closest relative. Despite battling cancer and being a mother of 2, she attempted to help Wallace and Ortiz escape after Lloyd's murder. Following the murder, Carlos and Ernest went straight to her house in Bristol, which led the police to focus on that location. As the search progressed, everyone's attention was drawn to the scene. The police were observed loading a silver SUV 4Runner from inside the garage onto a flatbed truck and taking it away. The same car that the Boston police had been searching for in connection with an unsolved double murder case in Boston. This car had been hidden, covered in cobwebs, and had not been used for years. Hernandez faced a highly publicized trial and was found guilty of murdering Odin Lloyd in April 2015, receiving a life sentence without the possibility of parole. His cousin Tanya Singleton, who had been sentenced to a shorter term, tragically passed away from cancer in October 2015. Despite his fall from grace, Aaron Hernandez continued to make headlines. In 2017, after 2 years in the Shirley Maximum Security Prison, Hernandez was brought back to court on charges of 2 Boston homicides. He hired Jose Baez, a high-profile attorney. Against all odds, despite Alexander's testimony and the prosecutor highlighting tattoos referencing the 2 crimes, the absence of a clear motive led the jury to find him not guilty. However, he remained in prison for Lloyd's murder. Yet, this was not the end of his tragic story. During the trials, there were rumors about Hernandez's sexual orientation that were not discussed in the courtroom. However, a reporter publicly revealed this information on a radio show, connecting it to the murder of Odin Lloyd. Hernandez was concerned about the impact on his reputation and athletic career, leading him to take drastic measures to silence Odin forever. 2 days after the radio show, Hernandez was found dead, hanging himself in his prison cell. He was 27, the same age as Odin Lloyd. His death raised questions about his mental health, the financial settlement for his daughter, and potential civil suit. But the courtroom was far from being done with his cases. Because Hernandez died while his conviction was in the appeals process, his conviction for the murder of Odin Lloyd was vacated. This meant that, legally, he was considered innocent of the charges at the time of his death, based on the abatement legal doctrine of Massachusetts. For Odin Lloyd's family, it was a devastating blow, as it seemed like justice had been undone. The controversial abatement rule added another layer to the already tragic and convoluted story of Aaron Hernandez. The state Supreme Judicial Court declared that the rule was outdated and no longer aligned with contemporary life. Aaron Hernandez is once again a convicted murderer. Aaron Hernandez's story left behind a trail of ruined lives. His sudden death at the same age as his victim, Odin Lloyd, adds a haunting symmetry to an already tragic story. This tale is not just about a fallen star, but a reflection on the complexities of fame, the depths of despair, and the irreversible consequences of one's actions.